If you've watched more than one leak video about this device, you've probably noticed a pattern. Every single channel is claiming this upgrade fixes everything. Audio dropouts, gone. Black screens, gone. Every glitch that's ever annoyed you, apparently solved by one new chip. And look, I get why those videos perform well. Hype is exciting, big sweeping claims get clicks. But I want to do something different in this video. I want to actually stress test these claims one by one against what's technically realistic, separate what a faster chip can actually fix from what it fundamentally cannot touch, and call out exactly where the hype train has gone off the rails. This is the reality check video, and by the end of it, you're going to know exactly which claims to trust and which ones to be skeptical of the moment you see them in someone else's thumbnail. Let's start with the biggest claim floating around right now. This fixes every glitch on your current streaming box. This is the claim I want to dismantle immediately because it's simply not true, and anyone telling you this either doesn't understand the underlying hardware limitations or is intentionally oversimplifying things for views. A faster chip fixes problems that are caused by processing bottlenecks. It does not fix problems caused by your television's internal processing, it does not fix problems caused by licensing agreements, and it does not fix problems caused by individual app developers handling their own audio mastering differently. The moment a video tells you everything gets fixed, that's your signal that you're watching a hype video, not an informed breakdown. Real upgrades are selective. They fix specific, identifiable bottlenecks, not the entire universe of possible frustrations. Now let's actually go through the individual claims properly, because some of them genuinely hold up under scrutiny, and pretending otherwise would be just as dishonest as the hype videos overselling things. Claim 1. Audio dropouts during high bitrate content are completely eliminated. This is one of the claims that actually has real technical grounding behind it, and here's why. The audio dropout issue on current hardware is directly tied to a specific, well-understood bottleneck: the constant background synchronization checks between frame rate and audio data during high bitrate playback. On weaker processors, those checks take long enough to create a brief hiccup in the HDMI pipeline, which is exactly what causes that split-second audio dropout you've probably experienced during an intense action scene. A significant leap in raw processing power directly addresses this specific bottleneck because the synchronization checks simply complete faster before the pipeline has time to choke. This is a case where the claim isn't hype, it's a legitimate, technically sound expectation based on understanding exactly what causes the problem in the first place. Verdict: this one holds up. Claim 2. The black screen flash is completely gone. This is where the hype starts creeping in, and it's important to separate the exaggerated version of this claim from the realistic one. The black screen flash happens because of HDMI renegotiation standards that exist industry-wide, not because of any single company's specific hardware choices. Every device using standard HDMI connections has to renegotiate the connection when switching between different dynamic ranges or resolutions, and that renegotiation inherently requires a brief interruption. A faster processor can dramatically shrink the duration of that interruption, turning a multi-second blackout into something closer to an imperceptible blink, but it cannot eliminate the interruption entirely, because that would require changing fundamental HDMI standards that exist across the entire industry, not just this one product. Verdict: partially true, dramatically improved, not completely eliminated, and any video claiming total elimination is overselling it. Claim 3. Audio and video sync issues are fixed. This is one of the most common claims I've seen thrown around, and it's also one of the most technically incorrect. Audio to video sync delay, where the sound trails slightly behind the picture, is caused almost entirely by your television's own image processing pipeline, not by the streaming box. Modern televisions run heavy post-processing to smooth motion and enhance image quality, and that processing takes real time to compute, while the audio signal typically passes through with far less delay. A streaming box, no matter how powerful its internal chip is, has zero control over your television's internal processing pipeline. This is a case where a faster chip is being credited with fixing a problem it was never actually capable of touching in the first place. Verdict: false. This claim doesn't hold up to any technical scrutiny, and it's one of the clearest examples of hype outrunning reality. Claim 4. Full audio format support for high-end receivers is finally here. This claim gets thrown around a lot in home theater focus leak videos, and it's another one that falls apart the moment you understand what's actually causing the limitation. The lack of full bitstream pass-through for certain surround formats outside a company's preferred audio ecosystem has never been a hardware processing limitation. It's a deliberate business and licensing decision. A faster chip has absolutely no influence over a licensing agreement between companies. This would require an actual policy change, not a hardware upgrade, and there's no indication that's happening alongside this release. Verdict: false, and honestly one of the more frustrating claims to see repeated, because it gives home theater enthusiasts false hope about something that was never actually tied to processing power. Claim 5. Surround sound randomly downgrading to stereo is fixed. This one is more nuanced than most of the other claims, and it actually holds up reasonably well under scrutiny, but for a different reason than most people assume. This particular glitch isn't primarily caused by raw processing limitations. It's caused by a failed communication handshake over older audio return channel